my gosh. I thought I'd be able to do it. The computer had other plans. It didn't.
Always,
It didn't get
always.
up and running until like 8 o'clock, Sarah. Holy
Oh my
hell!
gosh, the robots. They're coming
Oh
for us.
God. So we're here to talk about aliens. I'm all decked out with the outfit from the movie,
Love it. Love
the
it.
Hollywood Haywood horses.
Yes.
I
Y'all.
wore this when I met Keith David at Frightmare, so that was cool.
Love it.
Love it. So
Love it.
Sarah, I'm going to
Yes.
let you start with your movie, your pick.
Oh, it's so good. I just rewatched it right before like my class tonight. I didn't quite finish it again, but it's so funny. First of all, I just want to say if anybody ever is just curious to learn more about like Frank and Sarah's personas,
Yes. Oh my
watch
god.
Nope and Arrival. Because
For sure.
like Arrival is like this beautiful story that like merges like time and space, and like it's like, you know, these aliens come, and they're called Abbott and Costello, which I absolutely love because I actually listened to a bunch of their tapes as a kid with my dad. Weirdly, like I could redo all of Who's on First like
Oh my
verbatim.
gosh. Yeah.
Anyways, two aliens who come, and there's a link. The main character, was it Sophia? I think Sophie.
Amy Adams, that's all I
Amy
know.
Adams, yeah. Dr. Louise. Um,
Oh yeah, Louise, that's right.
yes, she's a badass linguist who studies language, and she's called in because they are trying to, this new aliens come in, and they're doing weird shit with ink and like putting these weird pictures in this screen, and everybody's like, what the hell does this mean? And she's basically called in with her and what's his name? Jeremy.
Hawkeye. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Jimmy
Hawkeye.
Covey.
Yeah, Hawkeye are called in as a team to decipher the language of these aliens, and of course, because you know we are who we are as humans, like most everybody's on high alert. They're like, these aliens are here to destroy us. Like they are, nope, like they're gonna take us all down. And Amy Adams and Hawkeye are like, no, these aliens have something to tell us. Like they're here. Like these are good beings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So throughout the movie, you're seeing this play out, but you're kind of lost in space and time. I remember the first time I watched this, I was at the end, I was like, what? Right? Like
Yeah.
basically, like you're seeing what you think is flash forwards. Well, I
No,
guess
you
you're
think
really
they're
not sure if
flashbacks.
they're
You think
flashbacks.
they're
I
flashbacks.
think they're flashbacks
Yeah, you think it's flashbacks until it's revealed that they're flash
and
forwards.
of like Amy Adams and her daughter, and
Mm-hmm.
like her daughter's sickness. And I think actually it starts actually with the daughter dying, I think, and then it
Yeah,
kind of works
and it
back.
does that. It does that kind of speech thing. I thought this was the end, but it's really the beginning. It's that kind of thing. It's like
Yes, yeah.
it gives it
And
away.
and you find out like at the end, right,
Mm-hmm.
that they people that everybody gets their panties in a wad because like they jump to conclusions too quickly, which I kind of blame Amy Adams for this, to be honest with you. Like Amy Adams is like, they said that they want to give us a weapon or something, or like they have a
Yeah, the
weapon,
weapon. Yep,
the
and that
weapon,
freaks
right? And
everybody
everybody's
out.
like, oh, let's blow them up, right? But like
Yep.
in reality, we just needed to like get a little more clarification. This is why it's important to ask clarifying questions, everybody.
Yes.
And what they're really here is they're in 3,000 years, humanity is going to save their kind, and they're here to give us a gift. It's not a weapon; it's
Yes.
a goddamn gift. Everybody, get your panties out of
It's
wad.
the universal language,
Universal
apparently.
language, and once you learn this language, you are able to basically like time and space stop being like there's no past, present, future. It's like all happening at the same time, and you can see what's going to happen
Yes.
in the future, and then you find out at the end, spoiler alert, that this whole time after Amy Adams learned this language, she was actually just seeing what was going to happen in the future. And then it turned into like that big, beautiful ethical dilemma. Like, I know my daughter is going to die when she's 12. Is it worth it? And then ultimately she's like, yes, it's worth it. She ends up marrying Hawkeye, who thinks, no, it's not worth it. I can't remember the exact ending. I don't remember if they ended back up together or not. Did they? Because I didn't get to. I've
I think
missed.
you're completely. I think you're confusing yourself. so, so this is definitely the Sarah movie. And I remember when you pitched it, you're like, "This is so sci-fi. It's this and that." And meanwhile, I saw it once, 2016, and I'm like, I don't remember it being sci-fi because the only thing I remembered was the important thing at the end, which is, would you still live a future that you knew the end of, knowing that it wouldn't end well? And I thought that was like a more of an emotional conundrum. So when you, or like a more of a human conundrum, like
Yes.
if you knew your path, if you knew how you were going to die, would you still live the way
Still
you
do
wanted
it.
to live? And when you're like, oh, it's sci-fi, it's this and that, I'm like, no, this is a Sarah movie. This is like,
It is still a little sci-fi because it's like futuristic
oh,
Italians, but it like brings in the human element of it.
I know, but that I'm like, that's the Sarah part. So I was rewatching it. And oh my God, Sarah, I was so bored to death with the sci-fi stuff in the beginning because I rewatched it thinking like, oh, maybe I missed something. You know, maybe I missed something. So I watched it and I'm completely out of it. Like Amy Adams is like completely aloof. Like all her students and everybody's are watching the news and she doesn't care. And I'm like, no, you'd walk to the TV to see what was on the TV. And then she gets to the classroom and there's like 3 people in her classroom and she's like, okay, everybody, I guess we'll just get started, and just goes into her thing. I'm like, you're totally not human. Something's wrong. You have an ism or something. Because she's completely ignoring everything. And then she watches the news and then like they, what do you call it, they set the fire alarm to get everyone out of the school too, because end class, because the aliens are here. There's 12 aliens around the world at different places, no specific place, doesn't make sense. So then like the next day she goes to work anyway. I thought that was weird. I was like, she just goes to work. She goes to work and then Forrest Whitaker finds her there. And I find it funny because Forrest Whitaker isn't there to like hire her in. He's just like, hey, can you translate this? And it's like on like a recorder. And like, you can't translate any of that. What's he thinking? And then she gets all snooty, like, well, if you're going to go to the other guy, tell him to translate this and tells me what it means. And it turns out the word war means 2 things in one language. Like war means war, and it also means, can I have more goats? It's like the same phrase for the same word. So then she gets hired, and then there's Hawkeye. Meanwhile, it shows you what you think are flashbacks, but they're really flash forwards. And I don't think Hawkeye knows, and I don't think, with this second viewing, I don't think everybody knows the future. I think only she does, like, because I think it's because, I don't know, it's even before that, right? Before she touches the screen, she's somehow getting them. Because she had that weird dream. Yeah, because it just seems like dreams to her. She doesn't think these are, well, to the audience, you think they're flashbacks, but to the character, they're dreams, but they're actually flash forwards. It's all confusing.
It's all the time shit that I love.
It's all the things. I like the concept of the time feeding itself. Like, I like her going to the future and then feeding herself the information in the past.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on. I got it. Just really quick. Right here. That is like, okay, no, maybe I'll talk. It's okay. I'll talk about it.
Go ahead. No,
It's
do
my
it now.
favorite part.
Do it now. Is it the part when she's talking to the guy from Rush Hour? That guy?
You know why that's my favorite part? Because that is like, I just launched my practice and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist. Like, that is my profession. Yay. Took a lot of training to get here. Here we are.
Congratulations, Sarah.
I love it because that is like hypnosis. You can totally go into your mind and like talk to a future version of you, and the future version of you could like theoretically like give you the phone number or like tell you what you need to know, right? It's tuning into your inner wisdom, and that's what she's doing, and I love it.
I thought it was so silly in the movie because I feel like a lot of what Amy Adams says in the movie is, I don't know. Because she's in the future and she's like, I don't know what I said. He says, oh, you said this to me. And then it's like, here's my number. And she's like, I don't know the number. And she's in the past and then the future in the past. I'm like you. I don't even think I finished it. I don't even know how the ending is. Because my mom called me last night. And I'm like, all right, I'll pause it. And then I never got back to the ending, so I don't know how it ends. But the basic gist is that they fall in love, right, with Hawkeye, and then she has the kid, but then later on tells him that the kid's gonna die.
And then he gets all upset.
He gets upset.
But he gets really mad at her. Like, why would you have kids with me if you knew that?
Oh yeah, he gets upset at her, but you only see it through the kid's eyes. Because the kid's like, Daddy doesn't look at me the same. I'm like, oh my God, how could you look at the kid the same, Because the kid's going to die. It's like, oh my gosh. But she still chooses to live that life. And I'm like, that's totally Sarah. This is a Sarah movie.
It's so good because it's like, we're all going to grieve something. Like, you don't get out of life without grieving. It's just part of life.
Oh my gosh, Sarah.
Would you give up, like, if it's not that, it's going to be something else, right?
You won't believe this. I just saw the movie The Monkey today, and they have that like that lines, and they're like, everybody dies. It's just life, and it's
It
wonderful. I
is.
love The Monkey. I don't know if you like The Monkey.
I don't know.
love The
I haven't
Monkey.
even seen the preview for that yet.
From the director of Long Legs.
Oh, I don't know about that. That might look okay.
Yes.
This is the monkey's like this.
Yeah, the monkey, that guy. Yep, the monkey. Bow, 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 bow. I loved it. But yeah. So, what else I was going to talk about this movie? It was good.
It was good. It was shit, but it was good.
I don't think it's shit. I don't think it's shit. I like the. Let's see. I wish there was a different movie that had that concept. I'm sure there is. I've watched too many movies. It seems familiar.
There's definitely other time things like this. It's like metaverse stuff.
There's definitely a movie where they use the thing in the past
or
and the future.
Interstellar, a little bit.
That might be it.
Yeah, it's where he's like trapped in the whatever dimension between the wall, and he's seeing what's happening.
Don't let me leave, Murph. Tears. Crying. But yeah, I'm sure there's a movie like that where it's like feeding the information. It's so funny though in the movie because Amy Adams is like, "What? Why do you want to meet me? What did I say?" It's just so funny because she doesn't know and she still doesn't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. And it's even like in the past too because there's one where the little kid is like, "But mommy, can you help me out here?" And Amy Adams is like, "What? Oh yeah, I guess I'll help you out." In the dream.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. Oh yeah. Who else is in this movie? We got Forrest Whitaker.
Yes.
We got Hawkeye. We got the guy from A Serious Man, Men in Black 3. I forgot his name, but he's that guy. He's the CIA guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I love that moment too.
Who else we got? And I'm like, I know like 3 of those people.
And I love that moment too. Whose sat phone are they on? It's yours, sir. I was like, of course it's his. Of course.
Yeah, I
The
didn't.
Monkey is not a movie for Sarah.
I love that people know this.
That's hilarious. Hello, Becky's.
Oh,
hello, Becky. Becky. That's Becky. Hello, Becky.
I like the kitty.
But yeah, I was talking to my grandma today about this because I'm like, I'm going to do a show tonight with my friend Sarah, and I'm like, oh my god, our movies are totally us.
It is. So, it was so like my movie's like this big question about life and death.
Life, like what you do in the future. And
with
trying to find and translate things and trying to understand one another.
With like a flavor of the occult, and then Frank's is like, aliens come and fuck shit up. They're gonna kill everybody. They're here. Everybody's gonna die.
It's
They're
filmmaking.
Here to destroy everything.
It's
Horses.
Filmmaking. It's filmmaking. They got to capture different ways. They got to troubleshoot how they do it. I love it. But before we get to that, let's do our ratings for Arrival. Arrival, what do you give it? How many roses?
It's a 3 for me. I love like when Ari and I watched it the first time, we were like, like I remember, when you just watch a movie that just hits you in that spot that you just feel so good, and then like everything you watch after that for a couple weeks is so fucking depressing because you're like, it just doesn't compare to this. I remember like looking online, I'm like, other things like Arrival, TV shows, movies, and like honestly, like I didn't find anything that I enjoyed this much until I watched Cloud Atlas, which I was total.
Oh yeah, that's another one that's
so
time, past,
good.
Future. Yeah,
so
I haven't seen it, but I've been wanting to.
Yeah, but I was devastated when this movie was over. Devastated for weeks. Nothing scratched the itch. It was so good. This movie.
I'm going to give it 1 rose just because it doesn't have replay value for me. Because I watched it 9 years ago. Didn't feel the need to rewatch, but I watched it for the show because like maybe I missed something. Maybe there wasn't. No, I didn't miss anything. It's exactly the same feelings I had 9 years ago.
Nothing more.
But it was good. It's like good to watch the first time because it's a good mystery. It's a good review.
Yeah.
But like rewatching it, it's not rewatch value because it's like, oh my god, that fucking. I think it's only half an hour, but it feels like it takes forever. when they're like, okay, we're going to go to the spaceship, and it's like it's all cool the first time, but the second time watching it, it's not as fun.
I could agree with you on that. Like it was a really good movie, but I feel like the goodness of it was like the reveal.
Yeah,
And then
it's the reveal. It's the first time.
It wasn't as good rewatching it. I still give it 3 because like the first time was so good. But it wasn't
fair.
like
It's your favorite movie. I get it, and it's totally you.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
arguing that.
it's not like Bridesmaids where I have to watch it annually or biannually or maybe.
Yeah.
You know,
agree, solid agree. Because with like Bridesmaids, like you'd watch that whenever, and because it's quotable and it's fun, it's comfort. This one is like,
I gotta ask Frank, like if it was you, would you want what would you do?
I knew you were going to ask me.
You're like, I'm trying to get through this. We're going to do the roast and bottom. Move on before she asks me.
I don't know. I don't think I would. I don't think I would.
Okay.
I'm that kind of person. I'm the Hawkeye. I'm the mathematical one. I'm like, I don't think I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I knew you were going to ask me this when you set it up. You're like, I'm going to watch Arrival. I'm like, she's going to ask me if I would, if I knew the future. But I don't know. It would depend. Like, it would depend on how much the dreams affected me.
Yeah.
Because I think that's how it does. Like, it would matter if you felt it. Because I think that's the whole difference between Hawkeye and her. She felt the dreams. Mm-hmm. She had the dreams. She felt that moment. Mm-hmm. Oh, a movie like this, similar to this, is like freaking Family Man. Did you ever see Family Man, Nicolas Cage?
Yes, I love that movie.
Because at the end of that movie, so it's like It's a Wonderful Life. So he's like a rich man. He didn't end up with his high school girlfriend, but then one night he wakes up with the high school girlfriend with the whole family, and he gets stuck in that universe, and then he ends up back in the other universe, and he doesn't have any of that, and he totally regrets not having that life. I think that's the connection. I think maybe that's a good comparison.
Wait. But does this also mean that Arrival is just It's a Wonderful Life fan fiction?
No, Family Man is It's a Wonderful Life. Arrival is Family Man fan fiction.
But Family Man is kind of like It's a Wonderful Life fan fiction. So is it like twice removed?
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Oh my gosh! Hang on, I see a comment from Becky. What did Becky say? Kanga says thank you for liking her picture of Kirby. Oh, that's Kanga. I love Kanga.
Thank you.
Kanga. Yeah, I would say no. So Sarah, I assume you'd say yes.
You would okay, you see, here's the thing. I'm highly neurotic. I mean, I'm sure people can just see that in my anxiety that exudes out of me. But I feel like I would want to say yes, but then I think I'd spend every waking moment of my being in life figuring out how to change it. I'm like, go to the doctor, like do this. What natural method of healing could we use? Like, how can we change the course of the future? Like that would just consume me to the point where I probably wouldn't even like enjoy it. But then I'd be like really consumed with like, can you change the future? Like, does this turn into like Everything Everywhere All at Once? Like there's a timeline jump I can make and like we can change this. So I think I would do it, but then I would drive myself fucking batshit crazy trying to change it.
You know what I find funny? You just brought this up and it reminded me of a scene in the movie where Amy Adams knows that her daughter's going to die, but she still snaps at her, saying, "Why don't you go ask your father?" It's like, what the hell? Hopefully she changes that in the future instead of snapping at her daughter.
Yeah. So I'd say I'd probably do it and then just, I don't know, drive myself crazy. I often think about this also with Outlander, which is also another like time travel show. TV show. And I'm like, if I knew like the past, like would I change it? It's just so many, like when I go down this rabbit hole, I just stuck there for days. I'm like, but can you change it? Yeah. How set?
Knowing what you know now, would you do it then? That infamous question that was asked to Jeb Bush that made him lose. I remember that. I'll never forget it.
Awkward. What was your favorite scene?
I remember that. There's like, okay, so just to explain the reference. So like, I think it was like 2009. Jeb Bush was running for presidency, and they got him with a "I got you" question, which was, knowing what you know now, would you change the past? And he said that, yeah, sure. Knowing what I know now, I would change it. And then they spun it on him and made him look bad. And I remember that. I was like, oh my God. So that's how that works. I just remember that, learning that at a young age.
Awkward. I do not remember that. I was not watching anything in that year of my life. 9th grade. I was watching Family.
Oh my God, that's right. That's right. I keep forgetting. Like, I was like a senior and you were a freshman. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. So you were saying something. What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say, what was your favorite scene?
Oh yeah, favorite scene. So favorite scene. Oh gosh, favorite scene. Uh do I have a favorite scene?
Like the end when it was over.
I didn't even make it to the end. That's the funny part. Oh God. Oh, favorite scene. I think favorite scene. Oh my God, because it just reminds me of my life. Because my mom's like this. It cracks me up. But in the beginning of the movie, when the helicopter lands in her yard, and they're like, she's like, get ready, pack a bag, and Amy Adams is like, give me 20 minutes, and then what's his name? One-Eye Whitaker is like, we leave in 10. And it just reminds me of me, where it's like, I need to shower, I need to do this, I need to get ready for the day. And my mom's like, no, we leave in 10. Wheels up in 10. So that's my favorite part, because it made me laugh at that part.
Love
I
it.
did laugh at that. So what's your favorite scene?
My favorite scene was like when she's like in the future and the guy's telling her what she needs to know, and like, is this like a real future memory, or is this like a creation of her subconscious mind to like tell her what she needs in this moment? Love that scene.
I like how you make it like, is it there? Is it there? It's
Like, is this real, or is this like a projection? Is this an imagination to give her the information she needs? Is this her tapping into her inner wisdom, her like, what's going on here? What is this? I just love it. I love it. Give me more of it.
yes, more. Give me more. I need.
Give me more.
No, wait. What's that commercial? That old ass commercial. More. I want more. Like you really like it. You want more. You remember that one?
That one.
Ah, come on, Sarah.
I remember, if I can do anything, you can do better. I can do
Do
anything.
anything better than you? No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we get to my pick.
Nope.
And technically, it wasn't really my pick, but we'll just explain this. So, like, when I was telling Sarah my top 101 movies, and she was like, "Give me some I haven't seen," so I was just listing off normal, like, random ones off the list. And one of them was Nope, and she said, "Oh, I want to watch Nope." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, we'll watch Nope."
I basically usurped all the movies this month. Sorry, guys.
Yes, she did. But anyway, Nope is in my top 101 films. When I first saw it, I didn't quite like it, but I think, like Sarah said, when you see a movie and it sticks with you and you keep thinking about it, that's what this movie did. So I kept thinking about it. Because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is just Jaws. This is just Jaws. Who cares? But then I was like, no, this is a good movie. I really like this movie. So I rewatched it when I got home video, and I really liked it. So it talks about the movie is about this family who owns these horses for Hollywood. Like, they use them for stunts, commercials, movies, things like that. But there's not a lot of business for horses. And not only that, but the father died. And since when the father died, who's played by Keith David, they've been getting less business. So in order to keep the business alive, they've been selling horses to this theme park called Jupiter's Landing. I think that's what it's called. So they've been selling their horses to this company, Jupiter's Landing, which is not that far away. It's probably like a mile away from their business. It's a theme park owned by a former child star who went through a traumatic experience as a kid on a TV show. I forgot what the TV show was called, but there was a monkey that goes loose on the TV show, kills or at least injures most of the cast, and cancels the show. And I think it's called, is it Gordy's Home? I think something like that. Gordy's Home. So he owns this place, and he's been buying the horses. And we don't know why he's been buying the horses, because he keeps wanting more horses, but there's like no horses left. So we find out that there's this UFO, or what we think is a UFO, flying in the sky at night. Well, hang on. We'll get to that. We think it's a UFO at first, because you just think it's a UFO floating around, right? And then you find out it's just an alien. It is literally just an alien. It is a wild alien. It's not thinking. It's not smart. It's just an animal. It's like a great white shark floating in the sky, basically. And it's like almost like a jellyfish. It's almost like fabric. Looks like a kite. And what it does is go to this theme park, and he's been feeding this alien horses. And now this alien is hungry for more and ends up eating more things. Like, he ends up eating like the whole, all the visitors who go see the show, and the horse is still alive. So the family that's been selling the horses on this ranch realize, like, okay, let's try to get this on footage. Let's get that Oprah Winfrey shot. Let's try to get this on camera, right? So they try digital. Doesn't work because Basically, the alien sends like an EMP. Everything goes off. They can't use power. And then they're like, okay, let's try like security cameras. They tried security cameras, runs off batteries. They can't do it because, there's technical issues. They're like, okay, we can't use security. We can't use digital cameras. What can we use? Let's hire this documentary guy who's in the beginning of the movie, who's been working on commercials. He misses making stuff like real stuff. So they get him there and they're like, all right, let's get the perfect shot. So they realize this alien is hiding in the clouds, which is just terrifying to me. Like, it's just sitting there.
Which is just terrifying to me.
No, sir, like I think I told you when we pitched this idea that there's a, what do you call it? What's that fear called? Like, oh god, I've been saying it all day and now I don't remember. Like, it's a fear of mine. I know it's like
irrational fear.
Irrational fear. Where like it's never going to happen, but I have this fear. So, okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so they're trying to get that perfect shot. So in the movie, the alien sucks up all the audience members and kills, or not, doesn't kill them yet. It just sucks them up. And the thing that's my irrational fear, is that the alien, like, slowly digests them. Like, you're inside it while you're dying. Because the people are inside it and they see this horse being digested and they're all screaming. And that's terrifying to me. The sound design of the spaceship or the alien flying around and you just hear the screams.
Yeah.
The screams flying around. And then it stops over the house and they're all screaming and it just stops and it just starts raining blood. I was like, oh my god! But yeah, that's my
irrational fear.
Irrational fear is being eaten because that one shot in the movie, and I think it's because of childhood. There's like 3 shots I found in movies where I'm like, that's scary to me. So the shot is when the people are inside the alien and they're being digested. They're like, help me, and you're just going through the stomach. That's one shot. The second shot that scares me is there's this movie called, oh my god. Anyway, I'll skip that one. I'll have to look at it. Oh god, it's I'll look it up.
Like, this is gonna bother me.
It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna Google it, Jamie. Come on, phone. Come on, Aladdin. Okay. Walden alien abduction movie. Hopefully it corrects my stuff. There it is. Fire in the Sky. So in the movie Fire in the Sky, this guy gets abducted by aliens, and the movie's mostly like a mystery because it makes you think that his friends murdered him. But at the end, he comes back out of the woods, and they're like, where have you been? You've been gone for like a week. And in that movie, they show this guy basically inside the stomach of the spaceship, and it's similar to this movie. Very similar. That scared me as a kid. And the third shot, Sarah, that feeds into my irrational fear is Anaconda. When the camera's inside the anaconda and you see John Voight going inside it. No! I don't want to be eaten alive, Sarah.
So I'm hearing, and what I'm hearing here is that you have a irrational fear of being digested alive.
Yes. And it came from like this. And then it creeped me out because I just watched like Anaconda like a year ago. But I think it stems from that movie Fire in the Sky because that scene terrified me as a kid.
I mean, just curious, did you ever learn the story of Jonah as a child? Because it could go further back.
No. Because Pinocchio and Geppetto and the whale did not scare me. That didn't scare me. It's like specifically like aliens, like weird stuff.
Okay.
Like, I'll send you the clip on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
From the movie Fire in the Sky because it's creepy. And they're all similar shots, too. Like, it's like, oh, no. But anyway, so they try to get that shot, that IMAX shot. He's using the old camera. But then he's like, I'm going to die. He gets sucked up to the thing.
Okay, why? Like, that part, I was like...
He's like Ahab. He's like Quint. He wants to, his white whale. He wants to get that shot. And he thinks he's going to outdo it, but he doesn't outdo it. It's just Ahab.
He really thinks he's going to outdo it? And he also thinks that, like the camera... being spit out is gonna like survive.
I don't know. To me, I just see him as Ahab. He's Quint. He knows he's gonna die. He wants to get that shot, and hopefully this footage survives. If it does, it doesn't. Whatever. But to me, that's what it is. It's his white whale. It's his sacrifice moment. It's his moment of like craziness. Like, I'm gonna go after this white whale. I'm gonna go after the shark in Jaws. It's his moment. So that fails. So they're like, come on! And she gets on the motorcycle, and guess what, Sarah? You know how they capture the footage? It's not through digital cameras. It's not through film. It's through
that freaking
Polaroid camera that's in the freaking well, and they get the shot, and then it blows up in the sky. And the most beautiful thing is like all the cops pull up or whatever, and she looks in the smoke because all the smoke's there from the alien landing.
That was the best part.
And then her brother's on the horse, still alive. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. And I had it was my complaint early on, but I think it's one of the things that makes the movie enduring, is that the brother is a mumble mouth. Like I remember watching this in the theater, having no idea what the fuck he was saying because he was like,
but this needs subtitles. Everybody needs subtitles to hear this.
Yes, they all do because she speaks too fast.
Yeah.
The sister talks way too fast, and I'm like, I don't understand what she's saying, and he's like, mumble mouth. I'm like, oh my god. So that was a complaint, but now it's endearing. I love it because it's just the opposite ends of the relationship of brother and sister. But yeah, so that's the movie, Sarah.
I feel like I understand that movie more from hearing you explain it than I did from watching it. Granted, I was like a little distracted, but like Ari got really into it really fast, and I was like a little distracted at the beginning, and then I was definitely that really annoying person who was like, wait, what is going on? Why is this? What are you, where, what, why, how? And Ari's like, I didn't even pick this movie. I didn't choose this.
I didn't live this. Yeah, you did choose it. You technically.
No, Ari didn't choose it. Ari's like, I didn't choose this. I'm here, sucked into this movie, and now you're over here asking all these questions. Shut up.
Oh my god, I love it that for once he wasn't scared and like I have to leave. He was sucked in. That's good.
Yeah, he got sucked in real fast.
He got sucked in.
I didn't think this was like a super scary movie. Like it didn't.
Now, Sarah, I will not accept that excuse. Because everyone says it wasn't that scary. Tell me what you didn't like about it.
No. It's not that it wasn't that scary. It was like I found it interesting, like the concept, right? It wasn't like one of those movies where I'm like, I'm going to see a horror movie. You know, like Long Legs, like that shit was scary. Like that music, like the long pauses, like there was terror. Like it elicited the reaction of fear in my body.
Yes.
Like this movie didn't elicit the reaction of fear. It more elicited like curiosity or like.
It's more of an adventure. It's more of like let's figure out how to do this.
Adventure movie. That's a better way of saying it. It feels like what's the one? Indiana Jones, right? Like they're trying to get something. They're like on a journey.
That's why I compare it to Jaws because that's why I love. If Becky's still here, I'm going to explain Jaws to Becky because Becky always like, why do you like Jaws, Frank? It's so boring. No, it's not. Jaws is amazing and is very similar to this movie because Jaws is about three completely different people. You got Quint, who's like the crazy guy who survived World War II and hates sharks and wants to, kill sharks. You got Matt Hooper, who's the kid who thinks he knows it all. And you got the wimpy Chief Brody, who got like in one scary incident in New York City and moved to a quiet town hoping to escape danger. And now he has to face danger. And they get on this boat and they have to chase the shark, and it's bigger than they think it is. It's a 25-footer. And they try to stop it. They put in barrels into it to track it down. They follow the barrels. They chase it down. They have great music. The score's kicking in. Hooper thinks he's in his element. He's taking pictures like, come on, let's get the shark and scale to show how big this is going to be. And Quint is like, this is my moment to get revenge on the sharks in my life who've ruined me mentally because in World War II, they killed all my friends. And now this is my moment to get revenge and do this for them. This is like my revenge, because he destroys the radio and they're stuck out there. The boat's running low because the salt water's getting into the engine, so they're stuck out there and they have to go against the shark. And they found thinking of different ways. They try to use the barrels to pull it up, but the shark pulls the barrels down, and they shoot at it. It doesn't stop it. Then they try to go underwater to poison the shark. That doesn't work. And then it comes to the end of the movie, just like this fucking movie. They put a gas tank, the air tank, inside the shark's mouth, and Chief Brody gets up there, has to man up for the first time in his life, and he goes to fire at the shark, and it blows up. And for once, he stood up for himself, and it's amazing. I'm teary-eyed right now just thinking about Jaws because how much I love it. Becky, hopefully you're here. She's probably not here.
She's probably not here.
But anyway, God damn it, this movie's similar in those ways.
It's like this is Jaws fan fiction.
Yes, exactly. This is Jaws fan fiction.
Yeah.
Because Jordan Peele, I'm sure he watched Jaws a lot for this because it's very similar. In this movie, they put up all those air balloons, those wacky inflatable air balloons. Oh, yeah, that's very similar to the barrels in Jaws. Yes. It's so good.
It's I will say this movie was visually very beautiful. It reminded me of what's that one? The guy, the director who does the weird coloring with the Mars. Which one came out last? Asteroid City.
Oh, Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson, it's not like quite, I mean, that's like on steroids, but like the
Yeah.
color of this movie was really visually,
Yeah.
like you have like the expanse
Of the desert and all
of
the
the
colors.
desert, and then you have the wacky, like, you know, this thing going on, and
Yep.
and the even like the wardrobe was like, I really like the
There's
color.
a lot of green, oranges. I love that
Yeah.
too. Both
Yeah,
our movies have oranges.
there's what?
There's both our movies have oranges.
Oh, they do. Yes, they
Because
do.
he wears the orange hoodie in the movie, and then the
Yeah.
other one, she wears the orange.
Although I feel like Arrival's very like just gray. Like the whole thing is just gray.
Sarah, you won't believe it. I actually had to adjust my TV. I'm like,
Did you?
this movie's too gray.
It's
I
very
put it
gray.
on. I put it on vivid to just heighten the colors.
You're like, I can't see shit, and I can't understand the other one.
Like it's all gray. Arrival was all gray.
Yeah, except for the flashbacks, which were like warm tone. They were like yellow.
Oh yeah. Especially when she talks to the Chinese guy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like all gold.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, no, the colors in this were, it reminded me a little bit like of Wes Anderson.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Sarah, you said it was adventurous. Sorry, I took over on there, but like you said, it was adventurous. What else did you like?
Yeah, it was. I liked the adventure. Like the adventure. I liked. And I know, like, I kind of like. I like the. You see people in roles you don't normally see them in, and there's kind of a nod to that when the sister is like comes in at the beginning where the horse is there, and like she kind of talks about like you don't usually see Black people on horses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like I like that Jordan Peele's like his films really like bring that out. Like you don't usually see an Asian man as like a Western, right? Like it's like kind of putting together like two like things you don't usually see in film and like bringing it to the front. And I think that adds like, and I like that it wasn't like whitewashed, right? Like you had like the language pattern, the speech, right? Like the way that the sister talks, right? It's like in the culture. So it's I really enjoyed that because it's just something, even just like seeing, I'm like, I actually had a moment where I'm like, I feel like the last time, this is so dumb, but like, I feel like the last time I've like seen a Black man on a horse was like in Blazing Saddles, where it's like, he's Black, right? You know, right, like you don't see that narrative play out a lot. So I think that was really enjoyable.
As you were talking about that, I was thinking about the movie again, and it just made me realize, sort of like Chief Brody, the sister has to finally be responsible. Because in the beginning she's late to the commercial. She has like all these business ventures that fail. She has like no responsibility. She doesn't want to take over the family business. I think she's the one who actually wants to sell it.
Yes.
And at the end she has to be responsible to finish the mission, take the photo, finish, like take care of it. Like the brother sacrificing himself, he's like, I'm going to sacrifice it myself, but you make sure you do this.
Yeah. I like
that's
that.
so good. Yes, that's so good.
And I think the one thing I'm still confused about is like, how does and maybe I missed it, but like, how does the chimp story like fit into all of this?
Because the chimp was a wild animal, and you think you could tame the wild animal, and
because he's like trying to train. That's like that character.
Yeah, it's like a trained animal. It's like a trained monkey on the set, and you could think it'd do it, but then like one little thing could set it off, and then the only thing that, because he couldn't see in the eyes because that little curtain was in the way. I thought you were going to ask about the shoe.
The shoe?
Remember the shoe that's standing upright?
Oh, yeah, I do. I forgot about that. What is that?
It's like that question he asks. He says, what's a bad miracle? And like that's like a weird miracle in that situation.
It's a bad miracle. Oh, that makes sense.
Yes. Where it's like, oh, that's weird. You know, like it's a weird miracle.
It is a weird miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sarah, what did you not like about it? What was the thing that was like, what was it? Come on, Sarah.
It was, I think like kind of probably similar to you. Like I found the beginning kind of slow. Like it didn't capture my attention right away. And I think that's where it was like downhill for me, where I'm like, oh, we need to move. Let me look for apartments. And I'm like, I'll just watch it in the background for a little bit. And then by the time I came back to it, I'm like, shit, I don't know what's going on. So I think that like the beginning was like a bit slow for me. I was like, oh my God, like I need like a little more something, some stimulation here. I gotta have something. Like we need to pick this up a little bit. Punch it up.
That inciting incident. Well, I guess they kind of did. It was the father who got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the inciting incident. That's right. And then Osgood Perkins is in this. Osgood Perkins.
Who's that?
He's the director in the commercial in the beginning.
Oh.
It's a very brief cameo. He's the guy who directed Longlegs and The Monkey and
Oh, interesting.
He had like a little cameo in this.
Love that. Love that.
Yes.
What was your most favorite part of the movie?
My favorite part of the movie. Oh my gosh. Full admittance, I didn't rewatch it for this. It's all up here, Sarah. I love this movie that much. It's all up here.
Love
But I think my favorite moment, I think it has to be, God damn, it's got to be that whole end sequence when he's on that horse with the Scorpion King hoodie. I still want that Scorpion King hoodie. They sell it on NBC.com, hopefully still. But I want to get that hoodie.
Love
Because I
that.
think it's so cool because he's got the eyeballs on the back of it and he's like the UFOs chasing him down. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm. That's a
I
good
love that.
scene.
Yes, I love that.
My favorite was definitely I love the end, like the ending when he's just like the ending. It just the I said to Ari, I'm like, did he live? And he's like, probably not. And then literally as soon as he said that, like the smoke clears, and I'm like, yes. And it kind of reminded. This is so dumb, but it kind of reminded me of the Super Bowl commercial where the horses are walking sideways. You remember?
Oh my
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember. Is it the? I'm sure it's the Clydesdales, but I don't think I've seen that.
No, it's not the Clydesdales. It's like
Oh, it's not the Clydesdale.
no, it's like that. There's that one country rap song, like the mashup.
Okay.
No, that was definitely not it. And they're like on the horses.
No more. That one.
No.
No, I don't know.
Super Bowl. I think it was Super Bowl horse commercial. Sarah was like,
Where's your
I will go find him momentarily. He is losing so much weight. He looks like a very dapper young lad at this moment. Hold on, maybe I'll tell Ari to deliver the cat to me. It's weird. He's usually all over trying to be in the film.
Yeah. I just realized my mom sent me a text. She can't hear me. My microphone's too far.
Super Bowl horse commercial. Now it's not loading. What is it? No, rap song. Oh, the Dorito commercial with Little Nas and Sam Elliott. Oh, now I can't hear you at all. You are silent.
Here we go. Does
Does
it work?
Now it's
Okay. Very loud?
Very loud and like you can kind of hear it back.
Oh, Lord.
Very technical way of explaining what's going on with the sound system.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my gosh. How about now? How about this?
Much better.
Okay.
Less background
Okay.
noise. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I need to get a new microphone.
I also need to get a microphone. I know nothing about microphones, but I need to get one.
Because I used to sit at my desk, but now I have this new setup with the only.
Yeah, you're like a little kiltered now.
Yeah, I got this brand new ring light that's more evenly lighting, so when I show my toys off, it's better.
Oh, it is very bold, bright.
Yes, because like when I showed close-ups, you couldn't even tell anything, but now that I have it,
Oh yeah, looks good.
yes.
Wow,
So that's why I got.
fancy.
I had to get the ring light.
Love it. It's the Doritos commercial with Little Nas and Sam Elliott.
Oh God, I've never seen that before in my life.
Oh my God, you have to watch it after. It reminds me of this.
Okay, I'll send you my link to the creepy scene from Fire in the Sky, and you'll send me that. Okay.
The Dorito commercial.
Yes, the Dorito commercial. Okay, so your favorite scene was the smoke. Okay, so for me, I think I'm going to give it a 2, because this is high in my top 101 list. So this is like in the 70s, 80s.
Okay.
And again, I don't know if it would hold up on a review. I think it would, because you could see like different things, the different color temperatures. Because there's like a lot of green in this movie as well. When they go to the restaurant, and I think there's like another scene that's just like green. And there's like little things that pay off and set up that I'm sure is in the movie that I forgot about. You know.
That's me sending you the Doritos commercial.
Okay. Sarah has sent me the Doritos commercial.
The Doritos commercial has been sent.
Okay, so I gave it 2, and how many would you give it?
I'd give it like a solid 1.5. I think it was pretty, like, it was beautiful. It was good. Like, I don't know if I'd rewatch it, but it wasn't bad.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
I like that.
You like that? You like that? You'll take it? You'll take it?
Yeah, no complaints. No complaints. I got it. I accept that. It's not like the one time I was like, come on, Sarah, what are you doing?
I just got bullied into changing my rating. I'm like, you're right. I was wrong.
You're right. No, like this time, like, yeah, you're fine. But that's so funny. Like, these are definitely our kind of movies. Like, this
100%.
is like
I was like, after I finished both of them, I was like, wow, this is like the best like personification of Frank and Sarah.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Oh my gosh. So, Sarah, what should the theme be for next month? Or should we take a break? Or should we take like a month break and then hop back on?
No, we should keep going because we're going to have to take a break in November.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
So I guess it's technically the beginning of the third season.
Technically. Yeah, it is. Technically, yeah. Third season. Yeah. I just want to say, just pitching it. I don't want to do any Oscar movies because I literally have like zero interest in any of them.
I don't even know it's Oscar nominated.
It's like I don't care about The Brutalist. I don't want to see a 3-hour movie. I don't care about Emilia Perez. I heard it's terrible. The only one I kind of want to see is A Real Pain, but it's like, I don't need to see it. It's like I get it. I don't need to see it.
Wild Robot, you saw that one.
Wild Robot, I saw Wild Robot.
Through force. Coercion.
Through coercion. Oh my God, Sarah, I'm so excited. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm probably going to get the Blu-ray later this year, but there's a movie called Flow, and it's all wordless. It's just animals, and they don't talk.
Oh, your dream came true.
My dream came true. I was so excited, Sarah. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, that's my pitch. Not Oscar movies. So, like, I don't know if it's on streaming. I'm sure it is, but I want to recommend Breakdown.
Ooh, what's that?
With Kurt Russell, a forgotten 90s movie.
The Breakdown. Is that what it's called?
Oh, it's called Breakdown. Just Breakdown. There's no the.
What's like the type of movie? Like, can we derive it from this movie?
It's like a Hitchcockian thriller on the road.
Okay.
It's a road thriller.
A road thriller. I'm trying to think. Do I have any movies that like go? What kind of theme would you say that is?
Well, you just pick thriller.
Thriller. What's a good thriller movie? Thriller movies.
That's my pitch.
Okay, let's do it. I just need to think of a thriller movie. What are we like? Psychological thriller, like any kind.
You do psychological thriller, any thriller, I would say.
I do like psychological thrillers. That's usually one of my favorite genres. Let me see
what Identity with John Cusack.
You like Inception? I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Yeah, sure, we could do Inception.
I know that's not my final choice. I'm brainstorming here. Spitball.
Brainstorm.
There's some other good ones. I know I've seen a lot of good psychological thrillers. Now I'm like, I don't remember any.
Now you're blanking, like, oh no.
Blanking on every.
I totally get that because when I get on the show, there's like, I can't believe I forgot that.
Oh my God, I need to go get Zeus for the people. I'll be right back.
The people want Zeus.
I'm going to get Zeus. I have 2 cats.
The people Zeus. 2 cats.
Zeus.
Becky, did you hear my rant about Jaws? I talked about Jaws finally, Becky.
We have the Greek god.
The cat. Oh my God. Oh, he's losing weight.
Look at his belly. Look at him. He's such a skinny mini now.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't weighed him recently, but I think he's down like, I don't know, he was 21 pounds and I think he was 15 last time. This really
he's gone. He's like, I don't want to be here.
Show myself off. Literally all day. Sits in front of my computer. In the middle of my client session. Today I had a client session and Zeus literally was below the camera and I'm like, okay, great, they can't see him. And then at one point he literally just goes like this. Like, come on. Yeah, 100%. That's
you
Zeus.
gotta give him a little laptop.
I do. Zeus is on a weight loss journey. He's the best. I love him. He's my firstborn. And I bought
kitty cat.
I literally bought a 5-foot desk so he could not sit in front of my computer, and he still sits in front of my computer.
My cat will sit on me until I start talking, and then he leaves. I feel so sorry for Becky because Becky has a new dog named Jake, and I think he still thinks he's a puppy because now he's like huge. So he'll sit on her. He's like, "Come on, Jake," and then you're like, "Jake, you're on me, Jake." Because she does like live stream. She plays like Stardew Valley and stuff.
Love
so
this.
It'll be funny. You'll be like, "Hi, Jake," and then throughout the stream, Jake, you're on me, Jake.
I'm like, my dog's opposite. Like she like for some reason. Okay, smoke alarms. They're just so sensitive these days. Everything sets them off. And like our smoke alarm gets set off a lot because I cook and it just goes off. And the dog is terrified of the smoke alarm, like full on like panic attacks, shaking, crying in a corner. But now she's like generalized that to all beeping noises.
Oh God.
So, which is unfortunate because like every other day they pick up garbage right outside my apartment, and like the garbage truck backs up. So every day at the same time, Bindi just runs into my room and she just looks at me like this, just like staring at me. I'm like, it's okay, but she won't let me pick her up and put her on my lap. So she just stares at me in terror until the beeping noise stops and then walks out. I'm just like, I can't keep up with these creatures.
Can't keep up with them.
Keep up. Oh my gosh, I'm still looking for a psychological thriller.
Well, what other idea? Like, if you can't find one, let's think of something else. Like, what else is there?
Okay. Well, I mean, I am.
Or what other pitches do you have? Like,
Well, I was thinking. I watched Cloud Atlas recently, and I was like, "That's a really good movie." And it's kind of like a psychological thriller, right?
No, I think that's just like straight up like sci-fi, weird time travel kind of stuff.
Okay, we'll say what we just did sci-fi. We'll do different genre.
Guess what, Sarah? Guess what I just rewatched the other day too.
What?
Soul. So good.
Oh, it's so good. We never got to talk about that one.
No, we never did.
It's such a good movie. Soul.
We'll do it.
That's kind of a psychological thriller, right?
It's all in his mind. Oh my God, my mom was asking questions like, so the girl, the guy, and like she was calling the guy the girl and the girl the guy. I was like, no, that's 22. No, that's the other one. It was cracking me up.
Oh yeah, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio. I haven't seen that. Oh yes,
Pets are too goofy.
They're the best.
What was that movie, Leo DiCaprio, The Island or
the
something?
Beach?
Yeah, there is The Beach, but she means Shutter Island.
Oh, Shutter Island. Did I ever? You know, I have. This is like confession corner. I was in love with Leonardo DiCaprio. He was like my first love, next to Carrie Elwes, who was actually my first love.
Oh, Carrie Elwes.
Elwes or whatever from Robin Hood Men
Bride.
Tights. My next love was Leonardo DiCaprio. I went through a phase where I legitimately thought I was going to marry that man, which honestly probably could have worked in my early 20s because like he's old enough and I'm young enough. But anyways, I remember Shutter Island coming out around the time that I was very obsessed with Leonardo DiCaprio, but I don't remember if I watched it.
I remember seeing the trailer and I predicted the plot, and then my friend went to see it and he says, "Frank, you're 100% right." Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I just watched it, like, I know exactly what this is. And I just, like, said the whole plot, and my friend's like, no, it's not. It's not going to be that. He went to go see it. Frank, you're right.
Exact plot. Down to the T. Let's see, what else we got? I enjoy Shutter Island. We could do that. I haven't seen it in a while. What is Mother? Yeah. It looks like a Jennifer Lawrence movie.
Mother. Isn't that, what's her face? The girl from the movie.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if that's... I don't know.
The redhead.
Kristen Wiig is in it, and Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah.
Mother
with Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, that one. Oh God, that weird ass movie. Holy shit.
Is it not good?
That's a weird one. I don't know if I want to watch that.
You like? I don't want to watch it.
Because that one represents like God and Adam and Eve, and like it's all weird shit. Like that's all that represents. It's weird. Oh my God, yes. Watch Unhinged. Unhinged.
Okay. I'm looking at it.
It's a super weird. Oh, super. I think she's talking about. Wait.
Mother.
Yeah, I think she's talking about Mother. But Unhinged. Unhinged was a miracle movie that came out during COVID, starring Russell Crowe. It's a beautiful film.
I'm feeling like kind of like Mother seems pretty interesting.
The Prestige is good. Ooh, The Prestige is good.
Have I seen this one? Ooh, Christian Bale. Ooh, Edwardian London with two. Oh my God, I have seen this one. I love this. Let's do this one. Good call. I like it.
Prestige?
Yes.
Okay, I could do that. Let's do that.
I like this
Prestige.
movie. I feel like magician movies are they're different. Good.
That was weird because I remember that was like 2006, and there's nothing in the theater, and there was two magician movies that out at the same time.
Isn't that weird? I feel like right now we're in like this big phase of horror movies making a comeback.
Everyone says horror's making a comeback, but I feel like horror never left. That's the joke. I think everyone's like, "Oh, horror's making a comeback."
Oh, but like I feel like every movie in the theaters right now is horror, whereas like I used to be able to go see a damn Disney movie or animated movie every once in a while and not have to wait half a year for it.
Oh, it's because of the strikes. Because the strikes for the big budget movies, so there's no Disney huge blockbusters, I should say. So all the low budget,
when is
all
this
the
like
non-studios.
Who the Illusionist? about that one too. But like, when like in the timeline, when should we start expecting good movies to be in the theater again? Because every weekend, Ari and I are like, do we want to go to the Alamo? And then we look, we're like, no.
The timeline, I don't know, but I do know that most of the big movies come out in July. July is my Super Bowl. July is, it's like I think it's Jurassic World, Superman, Fantastic Four, and I think there's like another one that comes out in July. It's freaking insane. It's like all the big movies: Superman, Jurassic World, Fantastic Four. It might be just those three, but I feel like there's a fourth one, like a secret fourth one that comes out that month.
I gotta bring it back to you, Frank. Are we ever gonna do like a series month?
Oh, Sarah. Oh, Sarah. At some point, we should.
I'm rewatching Sense8. It's the Wachowski sisters TV show. It's so good.
Oh, yeah, Sarah. So what would you recommend? What's your recommendations of this month?
Oh, for a movie, The Prestige.
Oh, no. Your recommendations, like to the audience, to the folks.
To watch.
Yeah, the new segment. The new segment. I keep forgetting about the new segment because I like.
What have I watched this month? I feel like I've watched a lot of good things this month, and now I should write them down before I come because now I can't remember. So we just rewatched. Well, I'm rewatching Ari for the first time Sense8 because he was homesick, and it's like a great show to watch. Mm-hmm. Guys, it's so fucking good. It's my second time watching it. I'm like it's been 5 years, and it's what's that? Watch and review Nightcrawler. I haven't seen that one.
Nightcrawler, now that's a psychological thriller. Jake Gyllenhaal. I do like that one.
Yeah.
If you want the money, you gotta make the money to buy the ticket. That's right. If you want to win the lottery, you gotta make the money to buy the ticket. That's the quote.
Nightcrawler or Prestige?
I don't know. You gotta flip a coin on that one.
Oh my god! Okay, I'll let the audience pick. You guys pick while I talk about.
Yes, something. Audience pick while she does your choices. So Sense8.
Sense8, so good. It's like it's like The Matrix on steroids. It's filmed in 7 different countries. Like they have 7 different film crews. It ultimately ended up getting canceled on Netflix because it cost so much money to make. But like it's beautiful. It's like one of those mind bender things where like 8 people, a cluster is connected, and they all wake up and discover they're connected one day, and then it's like they got to fight the evil company that's trying to take out their species. But it's like so beautiful. Like they film in Kenya and India and like in San Francisco and Chicago and London and Iceland. Like it's just the production quality is amazing, and but also like the story is really good, and there's a lot of really great sex scenes. So just like throwing that out there, like it's just good on all levels. It's amazing. So that we like solidly.
It's got sex scenes, so immediate 10 out of 10.
No, but like it's not just sex scenes. It's like group orgy sex scenes. Like good. Like it looks like artistic.
It's not just sex. It's freaking orgies.
It's orgies, but it's like artistic orgies. It's beautiful. It's good. Watch it.
They don't need to be artistic for me. I'm there.
You're like too much.
I'm there. They don't have to be artistic. They just need to have it. I'm happy with that.
So highly recommend Sense8. It's great. It's beautiful. And I will say it got canceled, but they did grant the Wachowski sisters a 2-hour like finale, so they do wrap the series up, which is nice.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. How about you? What's your
my recommendation? Oh my gosh. So
this is my favorite part of the show.
So let's see. What's my recommendation? So what did I just watch with my mom? I watched Congo. I watched My Bloody Valentine. And I just saw The Monkey. So I guess I'm going to recommend The Monkey. Just seen The Monkey. It's fantastic. It's monster as metaphor. Because at the end of the movie, both me and my mom were like, oh my God, the monkey represents family. Oh my God. But we loved it. I love movies, or at least horror movies that use like horror as a metaphor, or like the monster as a metaphor. For definitely The Monkey, that monkey definitely represents either like family trauma, family history, or just a family member. Because it's just like, don't wind it up. Don't bring up the past. Just love it for what it is. That's basically what that whole movie is. And then like the movie Smile 2, that whole Smile 2 is just like freaking like inside her head, self-doubt, hate, self-hating, depression. and then it's just like eating away at her, and that's what that movie is. It's just done visually through that movie. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And then I also love The Substance, so I'll recommend
I
The
couldn't.
Substance
I
as
don't
well.
know. I saw the preview for that. I don't think I can do it.
That's not a Sarah movie.
No.
It wasn't no, that's not a Sarah movie. Like, I was actually going to joke around, like, hey, Sarah, you should watch it. But I'm like,
like Ari was like, let's watch this. I'm like, no.
no, Ari might like it. Ari might like it, but I don't think you're going to like it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because if you like the sex scenes and orgy scenes, my God, all the angles of Margaret in that movie. Pump it up, you gotta pump it up. I love it.
P-U-M-P it up.
So there's a tie in the crowd. We have one for Prestige and one for Nightcrawler. And then
Frank, you're the tiebreaker.
Plus. I'm the tiebreaker? Watch Eyes Wide Shut. Oh, Becky's. I'll say tiebreaker. Okay. Tiebreaker. Here's the funny thing. Prestige is definitely a Becky movie.
Uh-huh.
Nightcrawler's a Frank movie.
Mm.
So, do you want a Sarah movie or do you want a Frank movie?
Well, I did force you to watch Nope this month.
No. Actually, I want you to watch Prestige. Let's do it with Prestige.
Okay, let's do it.
Just because I think it's very similar in the way of Arrival.
Okay.
Like there's like flashbacks and flashbacks.
I've seen multiple parts of it, so I'm excited to sit down and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
great.
it's like well, I think the second Christopher Nolan movie I saw. Wait, no, third. I did see that movie Insomnia way years ago. I did see that.
Great. Psychological thriller month. Let's go.
Yes. We'll do Prestige, and I picked. What did I pick again? I already forgot. Oh yeah, Breakdown. Just because I want you to watch it, and I want to talk about it again. I like Breakdown.
Breakdown, Kurt Russell. Well, and now we're like moving into season 3.
Season 3.
Yes. You are.
So I saw the monkey, and I bought a monkey. That's what explains this.
Love it. Very cute. Love it. It makes sense. I see the correlation. I see the connection. I'm here for it.
Yes, thank you. I saw the monkey, and I went to Walmart, and I saw a monkey. I'm like, oh, I'm buying a monkey. Let's see. The next movie I'm going to watch is the one with Frank. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to watch Saturday Night.
Oh, the Saturday Night Live one?
Yes.
Oh, oh my God. First of all, great movie. Second of all, I literally paid for it. And then like the next day you're like, it's free on the streaming service. I'm like, God damn it. I literally just watched it last night. I rented it.
I know, I couldn't believe it. I was like, Sarah, it's free on Netflix. And you're like, I already watched it. I was like, oh.
It was really good.
Was good.
Was that movie like the runtime of it was basically like the they started the exact
like the real time, yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that.
Yeah. And Sarah, I think that's unofficially the most watched movie I've watched from 2024.
Really?
Because I just watched it again with my mom, and I think that was like the third or fourth time, and that's more than any of the movies I watched in 2024.
Wow, that's impressive.
Because I think I watched... Oh, wait. It might be tied with Longlegs. I completely forgot. I saw Longlegs in the theater, and then when it went on DVD, I watched it like 3 times, so they're tied. Saturday Night and Longlegs are tied. Netflix has ads. Don't worry, Becky. I have the DVD. I will pause it when you have a commercial. It'll be fine. We're going to watch it over the phone. That's what we're going to do.
Love it. Love it.
Do that. So next month, psychological thrillers. This month was Aliens. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Sarah.
Frank.
This was a great episode.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Why not Harry Met Sally?
That is kind of a psychological thriller.
That is a psychological thriller.
Won't they? What are they going to?
One day we'll do that. We can talk about that one day.
That's a good one. Also, I just have to say, season 3, at some point this year, you are going to be watching the third Hunger Games movie.
The what?
The third Hunger Games movie for season 3.
Wait, I haven't seen the second one.
I know, so that means you're going to have to watch the second one and then the third.
Well, I'll recommend the second one and you watch the third. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry, it was a late start. It was all technical issues, but we got through it.
We're here.
This is good. We're here. We're here for you. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for bringing your cats.
And yes, thank you for the cats. And this has been a lot of fun. So I'm Frank.
I'm Sarah. Ciao.
Thank you. Bye, everybody's.